Okay, so we're going to just do a little test on this. Early Israeli M50. It contains a Clark board TK40 S-Bus. So it runs on the FlySky FI6S. And this is all set up. It's really nice to operate. But first of all, our on-off switch is under the driver's hatch. Turn that on. Now, when you go to turn the radio on, you press both buttons. And it's going to tell you, if you get a message that it says, put all the switches in the upright position, it's talking about all these switches up here. So you put all these switches in the upright position. Okay, now for function, left stick, turret left, turret right, servo up and down. Then you have machine gun on the left. You have machine gun on the right. And as you can see, the emitter is set up so that it's going to send signal even with the machine gun. And you have main gun with flash. Now, to start the engine, you take this switch, pull it all the way to the bottom. And once the engine is fired, and you can put it in gear, and you can actually hear it clutch. And the driving stick is as per normal. Forward is forward, left is left, right, reverse. And you'll notice that also that I've taken the super spin off this. Nothing worse than I see these tanks spinning around like they're a top. Especially when World War II tanks, a lot of tanks didn't have that feature. So now, you'll also notice that I've set up momentum on this, so you got to be aware of that. So when you're driving forward, when you let off the stick, it doesn't stop right away. Like the real thing, it rolls on a little bit further. This will also show you, I don't know if you can see that. The front machine gun lights up. And once again, flash. The volume control is located under the radio operator machine gunner's hatch. So you can turn it up and down. You don't annoy your wife too much. And as explained before, this is set up with the Tamiya battle system. That's actually a sound you'll hear when your tank's getting hit by machine gun fire from another Clark board tank. And then this is the main gun. Okay, now to turn the lights on, basically what you do now is bring your left switch here to the middle position, bring the engine startup stick to the lowest position, then this switch right to the bottom, and then return it to the upper, and you can return this to the upper too. Start the engine again, and I tried and tried and tried. I cannot figure out why I only have one tail light, but I only have one tail light. I've tried testing it with another light bulb and everything, but for some reason just don't have signal over there, so I'm gonna have to leave that. But all in all, a pretty nice tank. I've set up the antennas here on top with magnets, which is nice for transportation. So you get a nice springy antenna, and it's just held on with a nice magnet right there. Lots of stowage on the back. All in all, it's a pretty nice tank. So now I want to show you one trick that is on the Fly Sky as well. Turn this back this way. When you try to turn off the radio, if the tank is still running, it's going to give you that message. So basically, the radio will not turn off as long as the tank is on, which is a good safety feature so it doesn't run away. Once the tank's turned off, then the Fly Sky will turn itself off because it knows that signal that you wanted it off. I'm also going to include a nice little chunk of track because the teeth on this, the Matos, are actually steel. The track itself is plastic, but the teeth are steel. So what happens is, you know, it happens. You get in grass or you get a stone caught or something, and it'll kick off the ends. It'll kick one of the teeth off, and that's a bugger to find in the field. So there's a good, whatever, 10 or 15 extra teeth here, so I'm going to throw that in as well. There we go.